This story is about how various NA service efforts help an addict become a member of Narcotics Anonymous. Anne, an experienced public relations member, is meeting with Elizabeth, a newer member who is still learning the ropes.
Elizabeth, nice to see you.
Hey, Anne. I'm happy to zoom in to our public relations meeting.
I'm so glad we were able to get the basic text and our NA posters into the libraries before this COVID shutdown. When the libraries open up again, we'll need to see if they need new posters. Let's plan on recruiting help from the fellowship so it's not all on you and me. We'll need copies of the permissions letter from the library for that project.
Okay, I've got it in my computer. I'll make copies of the letter when we need them.
Great, so today we're going out to put up posters at a couple bus stops and convenience stores.
So while we're out, how about tacking up some NA flyers on telephone poles?
That's not really a good idea. Just like we got permission to post at our libraries, we had to get permission to post from the Bus Transit Administration and the store owners. Random flyer postings can invite complaints from the community.
Okay, got it.
So, how about this poster? Let me go get it. So this one will be for the stores, and this one will be for the bus stops.
Sounds good.
Great.
So, Anne, what other things can public relations do?
Well, there's a lot we can do, Elizabeth, but that depends on how many people step up to the plate to help. And it just doesn't begin and end with our public relations subcommittee either. The Narcotics Anonymous message is that an addict, any addict, can stop using drugs, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live, right?
Right.
Well, Elizabeth, our relations with the public enable us to share this message so that those who might benefit from our program can find us. Every NA member can perform public relations services, whether they know it or not. To the casual observer, we are all the face of NA, and we all affect the awareness and the credibility of the NA program. For example, with the COVID crisis, everybody got jumping to start virtual and phone meetings. That new meeting information was posted on our regional website. Now we all need to make sure our meeting information stays current so future members can find us. Our PR subcommittee can get creative as how we carry the message too. Before COVID, we were doing NA booths, face-to-face presentations, and setting up literature drops to provide schools and treatment centers with our literature. This past month, I've been attending online meetings with professionals from various organizations, letting them know about NA, the free literature we have available, and about our virtual meetings that are posted on our website. I like doing PR because the possibilities are endless.
Sounds exciting. So is there a right way or wrong way to do public relations?
Well, the main goal for any public relations effort is to stay consistent and have follow through. When we meet somebody, whether face-to-face, through mail, virtually, or on the phone, we do what we say we're going to do to enhance NA's public image and reputation. This also applies to our personal behavior and attitude as individual members. How we treat one another, how we reach out to new members in our fellowship really does affect NA as a whole. We all are PR. We can all do our part to carry our message to the newcomer, to facilities, and to the people in our communities who don't even know NA exists. How we connect with one another really can mean the difference between life and death.
Wow, I had no idea. Now let's go out and hang up those posters.
Here we meet a suffering addict named Riley. A young man broke down from the past evening's insanity of doing the same thing again.
Man, what happened last night? I remember promising myself again I would stop getting loaded. And now I can't remember what happened. Oh yeah, Jimmy brought over some beers. Oh yeah, and then Nick came over and she had the drugs. Oh man, I was gone. This keeps happening over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. What's that? drug problem, we can help. Narcotics Anonymous? Well, maybe this will help.
Hi, I'm Danielle, I'm an addict. You've reached the NA phone line. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. I'm calling because I got this number from a flyer at a bus stop.
Wow, that's like finding $100 bill. I'm so glad that you called. What can I help you with today?
I have a friend and he's using drugs, a lot of drugs. I don't think he can stop. He got fired for no good reason, and his girlfriend broke up with him and kicked him out of the house. He moved into his parents' basement, and they also kicked him out. Uh, I don't think he has a problem. I just think he needs help managing the drugs and not do it as often.
I'm really sorry to hear that. So we suggest that your friend attend an NA meeting and speak with some members there. Because NA meetings are a safe place, newcomers are encouraged to ask questions before or after the meeting. Also, to read some of our literature, which is available at most NA meetings, and maybe they can decide for themselves. Our informational pamphlet, Am I an Addict?, may help your friend in their decision making. That's also available on the NA website. Do you want the website? They can Google it as well.
Okay, that'll help me. Him.
Hi, I'm Danielle, I'm an addict. You've reached the NA helpline. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm the one that just called a few minutes ago and hung up. Listen, I really need some help.
That's great. I'm so glad that you called back. What I'd like to suggest is that you go to a meeting. However, with the pandemic going on, there are no live in-person meetings right now. May I ask what part of town you live in?
Well, I'm kind of staying with my folks for a bit until I screw that up again, but I don't want to do that. They live in Columbia Heights.
That's great. I can suggest a great online meeting where there'll be some other people who are also new to NA. There's a meeting this evening. Do you have something to write with?
Yes.
Great. Go to CPRNA.org and click on the virtual meetings tab, and you'll see a whole list of meetings near you, and look for the one on Wednesday night. When you get into the meeting, if you're comfortable, be sure to let people there know that you're new to NA. Try and get some phone numbers of some of the other guys. It's really important to get connected right away. And one last suggestion, give yourself a chance and try not to use.
Thanks. You've been a lot of help. I'll try not to.
Thank you so much for calling. And remember that you can call us at this number at any time. Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Riley attends his first Narcotics Anonymous meeting online.
Let's close with the we version of the Serenity Prayer. God,
God,
grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
that's what it
Keep
is.
coming back.
Keep coming back.
great meeting. Hey, Riley, don't log off yet. Why not stick around for a bit?
Sure, for what?
Do you have a basic text?
No, I heard that woman mention it in her story.
The basic text is available online, but don't worry. This home group can give you a copy and we'll figure out how to get it to you.
Yeah, hey, Riley, are you new to the area or new to NA?
Well, I grew up here.
Oh, cool, a native. Do you have a home group?
A home group. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure about any of this.
So basically, a home group is a meeting you go to weekly, get into service, and form a foundation of accountability. You know, we look out for each other.
Do you have a home group?
Did someone say home group? This is my home group. This is where I met my sponsor.
A sponsor? What's that?
So a sponsor is simply another recovering addict who you can talk to. And if you stick around, we'll eventually guide you through the steps.
Okay, thanks, man. I'm really new to all of this. I don't even know if I really want to stop using. I'm gonna miss my friends, not gonna lie. We used to have fun. How do you even have fun without getting high?
What do you mean have fun? We definitely had fun in NA. Riley, I'm Greg, our area special events chair. This weekend, we're doing a virtual talent show. In what was normal times, we have cookout in parks, spiritual breakfasts, meet up for museum, and nature walk. And the big event of the year is the NA convention in Ocean City. You know, Riley, if you stick around and get connected, you'll understand the possibilities of having fun without using drugs are endless.
Unfortunately, Riley didn't stick with NA, went back to his old using friends and ended up in jail. NA's Hospitals and Institutions has brought a virtual NA meeting into that jail.
I guess to sum it up, I came to NA through drug court, and really, I was not planning to stay. Somehow I had the grace of something holding me still. Something in my head said, listen. And I said, okay, I'll give this a try for just a month. Get my papers signed and be on my way. You guys said it was a just for today program. So I tried it one day, sometimes 5 minutes at a time, and then the next, and then the next. And it was not fucking easy, but not at all. But before I knew it, I had 30 days. I started to feel better, sleep better. I got connected with a sponsor, had a group of clean running buddies, and I started to feel better about myself. All I can say is give yourself a chance. It worked for me, and you deserve for it to work for you. I'm an addict called Frankie the Hat. Thanks for letting me share.
Hey, thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing, Frankie the Hat. Okay, so a few reminders before we open the meeting. We don't care about what or how much you use or who with. Let's talk about today and how we're trying to stay clean. If anyone's getting out, please share about your next step to staying clean. The meeting's now open.
Hey, my name is Riley.
Hey, Riley.
Addict.
Hi, Riley.
I'm here in assault and possession. I'm serving my sentence of a few weeks, but I'm heading out next week. I used to go to your meetings, and I was starting to hang out with some cool guys. Then I stopped going. I felt good, and I thought I could do it on my own. My girlfriend took me back. I got a job. And some of my friends kept calling me, and I thought I could go hang out with them. It would be okay. I didn't have to get fucked up or anything. Maybe just a drink. That was actually cool at first. I would go home early, girlfriend was happy. And then this one night, she went out of town. And I went out with the gang and just decided I could handle a little more than just a drink. Before I knew it, I was high as fuck. I went to this club, and the next thing I know, I wake up in jail. I don't know what happened. I don't know, maybe if I had stuck around those meetings, none of this would have happened. Maybe got a sponsor. I still have that dude's number. I don't know. That's all I have.
Hey, thanks for sharing, Riley.
Riley is back on the street after his stint in jail. He managed to put together a little clean time under his belt. He decides to go to a virtual NA meeting he had previously once attended.
Hey, I'm an addict named Riley.
Hey, Riley.
Hey, Riley.
Hey, I've been clean for 29 days this go around. I'm just coming back from a relapse and a few weeks in jail. In the beginning, it was like I was an outsider looking in. Something I felt all my life. This time, I'm at a place where I'm willing to take suggestions, make NA my newfound family fellowship. I need a sponsor. I need to read our literature. But most of all, not pick up. Like you folks say, just for today. And with that said, I think I'm ready to stay stop and now consider myself a member of Narcotics Anonymous. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for
Thanks
sharing.
for sharing, Riley. Keep coming back.
It works.
My name is Richard Dean, and I'm an addict.
Hey, Richard Dean.
And relapse is a part of my story. Thanks so much for that last share. I really got a lot from it, and welcome back. That relapse showed me a lot, and it taught me how powerless I truly am. So now I'm committed to my recovery through service, sponsorship, my home group, step work, but most importantly, carrying the NA message to the addict who still suffers. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing, Richard Dean.
Hey, I remember you. You spoke at the jail I was in.
Yeah, glad you made it. I'm Frankie the Hat.
Where did you come up with that name?
Man, that's a long story. Let's exchange phone numbers and maybe we can talk about our stories and maybe learn something from each other. Hey, I've got a basic meeting schedule for the Free State region. Let's find a virtual meeting tomorrow and we can meet up.
Our 11th tradition tells us we succeed in carrying the NA message through attraction, not promotion. When one addict reaches out to another and we share our experience, strength, and hope, we start a process of becoming honest, open-minded, and willing, which sustains us on the road to recovery.